And good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tim Seaman.
And I'm Bridget Bennett. Tonight, the nation is honoring the life and legacy of former President George H.W. Bush.
America's 41st president made his final trip to Washington, D.C. today, flying from Texas to the nation's capital ahead of his state funeral on Wednesday. Tonight, the body of George H.W. Bush is lying in state, and we'll have more on today's activities in Washington in a few minutes. But first, people all over the world and right here in Siouxland are remembering the former president. And
that includes Sioux City resident John Main, whose family knew the former president as a family friend. KCAU-9's Rebecca Pryor sat down with him and joins us live in studio with tonight's top story. Rebecca?
That's right, Tim and Bridget. Genuine, kind, and a true gentleman are just some of the words Maine used to describe the former president, sharing with me nothing but fond memories and stories of a man he feels lucky to have been able to call a friend.
The Bushes, whenever you did something for them, you got a thank you note.
Handwritten notes signed by both Barbara and George Bush from years ago, but the impact of the occasion still meaningful.
Being around George Bush was always a thrill.
Maine's father, former Congressman Wiley Maine, served alongside Bush.
See, she refers to my parents.
They became fast friends over a span of 4 years in Washington, keeping in touch when they could and remaining close friends for years to come.
He was an exciting guy, he was a true gentleman, and he was a warm and sincere friend to all of the people who came in contact with him.
And that included those not in Washington circles. Sioux City Mayor Bob Scott met the former president at an award ceremony for the League of Cities. Even his brief encounter left a lasting impression.
You know, he was a caring individual. He was a genuinely nice man, which you can't say about every president, unfortunately, or about every politician. But, you know, he was a person that cared, and I think he wanted to hand out those awards that year because he wanted people to know that he appreciated them trying to make their communities better.
Bush now being known for leaving behind a legacy that people in our small town and around the world will always remember.
The value of kindness, being straightforward, being genuine with people, and always keeping a sense of humor.
Maine told me if his parents were alive today, they would be saddened by the loss of both Bush and Barbara, but that ultimately, because of the lives that they lived and the people that they were, they'd be in a better place. Reporting live in studio, Rebecca Pryor, KCAU 9 News.